stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Nice winter day in northeastern Pennsylvania.
Wait till tomorrow.
Take them as we can get them.
It's heard that on the way in. Be snowing tomorrow.
All right, let's see. We got everybody here. Okay, meeting's called to order. All are present. We have some service recognitions. We're going to start out with the big one first here. Somebody that's Ray Bell Taylor, 35 years of dedicated service to Susquehanna County. And only 35 more to go. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you.
And we have Edward Lucas. Edward's not here today, but Edward has 20 years of service. We appreciate his support with the county. And then we have Philip Crisp. And Philip's not here either, and Philip has 15 years, and we appreciate his services. Item number 4.
I'll make a motion to recess the Commissioners' meeting and open the salary board meeting at 9:02.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to approve item 4, recess the Commissioners meeting. All in favor? Aye. We're done at 9:02. We go to the salary board. Salary board's called to order. Present, all are present. Item 3.
I'll make a motion to approve item number 3 on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Treasurer Miller, second by Commissioner Arnold to approve item 3 on the agenda for the minutes of January 25th, 2017 salary board. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I will abstain, I wasn't here.
One
I
of-
will abstain also, as nothing doesn't.
Okay. And item number 4.
I'll make a motion to approve item number 4 on the agenda.
And what salary is that going to be? My recommendation would be, what was that, 30 or 35? 35,000 per year. Are you okay with the 35?
Yes.
Okay, we have a motion for 35,000 a year. Can I get a second?
I'll second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item 4 on the agenda to create the non-union full-time position of Assistant Director of Assessment Office at a salary of $35,000 per year, minimum 40 hours. Questions or comments? Yes.
Don't you have that position already, or is this a brand new position?
This is a new position.
So there's nobody in it right now?
Not in this position, no. All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 5.
I make a motion to approve item number 5 on the agenda.
Bill, you can do that.
I'll second.
Okay. Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Assistant District Attorney Bansky to abolish the Drug Task Force Coordinator, DUI Coordinator part-time. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item number 6.
I'll move to approve item number 6 on the agenda, and salary would be $55,000 per year.
I'll second that.
Okay, motion by Assistant District Attorney Bansky, second by Commissioner Warren to create the non-union full-time position, Chief County Detective Office of the District Attorney per the recommendation of District Attorney Klein. Questions or comments?
And this is another new position?
Replaces the one that was above it. All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 7.
I will move to approve item number 7 on the agenda, and the rate being $40,000 per year.
I'll second that.
Motion by Assistant District Attorney Bansky to create the non-union full-time position of County Detective Narcotics K-9 Handler. seconded by Commissioner Warren for the recommendation of District Attorney Klein. Questions or comments?
And is this replacing something else?
No, it's still the same. It's the same position with more responsibilities and more
Okay,
duties.
And so same person?
Yes. All in favor?
Aye.
Item number 8.
I make a motion to approve item number 8 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Elizabeth Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item 8 on the agenda to abolish the non-union full-time position of county detective K-9 handler. Questions or comments? All in favor? Number 9.
Make a motion to approve item number 9 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to abolish the clerical assistant temporary effective February 8th for the recommendation of the Court Administrator Kathy Alling, President Judge. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any public comment on the salary board? Item 11.
I make a motion to close the salary board meeting.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to close the salary board meeting and return to the Commissioners' meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Closed. Assistant District Attorney, you can leave if you'd like. Treasurer Miller, if you want, you can, or you can stay for the pleasure.
I'll stay for the pleasure.
Moving on, item number 5.
I make a motion to approve item number 5 on the agenda.
I'll second that. Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve the item number 5 on the agenda, the minutes of the January 25th meeting. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And
Abstention.
1 abstention. Item number 6.
I make a motion to approve item number 6 is listed on our agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, to approve item 6 on the agenda to ratify or approve the following cash disbursements, electronic payments. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. Item 7.
I make a motion to approve item number 7 on the agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item 7 on the agenda, following seminar requests on our payments for seminar requests. Questions or comments? All in favor? Aye. So carried. Item 8.
Make a motion to acknowledge and ratify the hiring of Jesse Pruitt of Falstead and the rest of on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 8 on the agenda to acknowledge and ratify the hiring of Jesse Pruitt of Halsted to the open full-time position of Deputy Sheriff. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. 9.
Make a motion to approve item number 9 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to approve item 9 on the agenda to acknowledge and ratify the resignation of William Strong, District Attorney's Office, in the position of the Drug Task Force Coordinator. And that is due to retirement and with regret. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
So carried. Item number 10.
Make a motion to approve item number 10 with the salary of $40,000 a year as stated in the salary board.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to approve item 10 on the agenda, to approve the transfer of Justin Sprout Montrose from County Detective K-9 Handler to the open position of County Detective Narcotics K-9 Handler, minimum 40 hours per week, salary of $40,000 per year. Questions or comments?
What does that mean, you say transferred from county detective K-9 handler then to, there's another additional job, is narcotics is
Right.
added to it?
Right.
So you're adding another part of the title,
Yes.
so he has more duties?
More duties and responsibilities.
More responsibilities?
Yes. All in favor?
Aye.
Item 11.
I make a motion to approve item number 11.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Arnold, second by Commissioner Warren to approve item 11, ratify the termination of Patty McCray, Assistant Head Real Estate Clerk, effective February 3rd, 2017. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 12.
Make a motion to approve item number 12 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 12 on the agenda to acknowledge and ratify the termination of Matthew Tim, clerical assistant, due to the end of the temporary position. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 13.
Make a motion to adopt Resolution 2017-01, amending the Susquehanna County Home Ownership Program Guidelines administered by Tree Hub.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to approve item 13 to adopt resolution 2017-01, amending the Susquehanna County Home Ownership Program Guidelines administered by Tree Hub. Questions or comments?
Are there any changes? What does that mean amend?
Yeah, basically, it's a home program for individuals that are in a certain household income range. If a person qualifies and their income is less than $29,500, they can receive $10,000 grant funding from Tree Hub to help them get into a home. If they are between from $0 to $29,500, it'll increase to $20,000.
$20,000 grant?
Yep. Currently it's $10,000, so it'll be a $10,000 increase. And from $29,500 to $58,500, there's $10,000 grants available for people that qualify.
Is this just for first-time home buyers?
Not necessarily. There is income guidelines and things that they have to comply with, as well as the houses have to comply with the certain guidelines too.
Is this something new, or they've had this for a while?
It's been in place for quite a while.
Quite a while?
Yeah, they're just upping the lower end because they don't have that many people applying for the grants, and the grant money's sitting there, so.
So if you want to buy a house, and then, do you know what the requirements for the housing is?
No, you can check with Tree Hub.
The Tree Hub,
Yeah,
so they-
Dave, I think his name is David Taylor, is the one you can check with.
Sounds pretty good, so they can use that money as a down payment or
Down
closing
payment,
costs?
closing costs.
Closing costs and all
Yeah,
that?
yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Abstain. Item 14.
Make a motion to approve item number 14 is listed on our agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to approve item 14 on the agenda to ratify the application for the 2017 Redevelopment Assistance Capital Grant Program and funding committed to the Department of Public Safety Building Project in conjunction with the Bradford Progress Authority. Questions or comments?
Can you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, basically this is a RACP grant. What this does is we've applied for $4 million to get funding for the new 911 public safety building. Or to get grant money and use tax dollars.
So you want to, what, do you want to modify 911, the building itself, or the?
There'll be a new facility is what we're looking at for 911 public safety.
Is that going to be the same building it's in now?
No,
So where would you put it?
that we're not releasing yet. We don't have anything purchased at this time.
So you might purchase something?
Yeah, this is just the real preliminary stages to try and get into the capital budget in Harrisburg to try and get funding.
Would it house more people than we currently have in there?
Yes.
So how many people are in 911 right now? Do you want to increase the number?
Well, right now you have at any given time usually about 8 to 12 people in there right now, and it'll have more room for that, plus other departments that are combined with public safety, and that's all in the design stages. There's nothing in writing yet.
And you're asking for, what did you say?
$4 million.
4 million?
All in favor?
Aye.
Item 15.
Make a motion to approve item number 15 is listed on our agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold to approve item 15 on the agenda, which is to ratify the change orders from the current project. Questions or comments?
So how is it ratified or amended? You have all these projects, all these amounts here,
Right.
in the tens of thousands or hundreds of
Mhm.
thousands?
Mhm.
And where is the money coming from?
This all comes, majority of this will come through the Act 13 money.
So this is Act 13 money, and you think it'll be in compliance with the
Absolutely.
Auditor General's
I
latest
really don't care what
guidelines?
the Auditor General says at this point.
You don't care what the Auditor General says?
No,
You're not gonna?
this is in compliance.
It's in
And I'm not gonna
compliance?
go down this road again. You know, when he wants to run for office and make statements, that's fine, but he never did explain what happened to all the money that went to his county. So, or the $600 million that went to Harrisburg that didn't come back. So, any other questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye. Make a motion to approve item number 16, that is to adopt proclamation 2017-01, Suicide Awareness Initiative.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, to adopt proclamation 2017-01, Suicide Awareness Initiative. Questions or comments?
Yes, how are we doing with the suicide rate, and how, do we still have a suicide task force? And who's
Go ahead.
involved with that? Oh, you are? Okay.
Go ahead.
To a degree. Thank you, Commissioner. I just stand right here. So my name is Alex Zuri, and I'm with the Advocacy Alliance, and we are a mental health services provider throughout Pennsylvania, but specifically in northeastern Pennsylvania. Back in the winter of 2015, when there were, right before that, when there were a series of youth suicides, the Board of Commissioners called upon the Lackawanna Susquehanna Behavioral Health Program, which also called upon us to help facilitate all of the family members and the concerned citizens and the youth themselves who are coming together to try to address this suicide, youth suicide issue in Susquehanna County. We were able to, at the request of the Board of Commissioners, do a study, do a needs assessment within Susquehanna County, and our report called for certain programs to be developed, or one program to be developed in Susquehanna County to address the youth suicide issue as a community problem. I'd like to ask Katie Conley to get up. I'll pass out these. These are the draft of the brochures that, at the request of the Board of Commissioners and with the Lackawanna Susquehanna County Behavioral Health Program, we put together this program. It's not complete yet. We're just working on getting an office in Montrose, and hopefully with the federally qualified health center is called
NEPA Community Health Care.
NEPA Community Health Care to use some space gratuitously from them. We also have other brochures if anyone else wants any here.
I do.
Katie?
As Alex has mentioned, we're going to follow up on the great work that was done. A report was generated back in March of 2016. Based upon that, we are taking those steps that were described, and we're going to start to move forward. As you guys have there, our brochure, contact information is on the back. So we are going to have some office space up here. We're going to be hitting the ground running. And we look forward to doing some work with you guys. And if you have any questions, issues, concerns, my contact information is on there. Please give me a call.
Do you have a program in the schools right now?
Currently, we do not. However, we will be working with the school districts to look at implementing something.
So you're talking about the suicide rates from ages 15 to 24? Is that what you're involved with mostly?
That's how we started, yes. As this work continues, we're going to see where we're going to branch out based upon what the community need is. But our first step is to be looking at youth suicides.
And how's the rate right now since you started? Has the rate gone down or the same, or?
Unfortunately, I'm not able to speak to that right now. As we continue to do our work, we'll look at some statistics that we currently have.
You're just getting started up.
But yes, we are just getting started. We are just starting out and working upon the work that was done back in March. And we're going to be starting to do our outreach this week. So this is pretty much the kickoff of our work. And again, my name is Katie Conley. Our contact information is on the back, but if you would like, I can give that to you. It's 570. My direct line is my office. 570-207-0149. Please give me a call and I will call you back. And again, we're going to be coming up to the area looking to meet with the stakeholders. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Item 17.
Make a motion to approve item number 17 is listed on the agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item 17 on the agenda to sign the purchase service agreement between Susquehanna County Services, Children and Youth, and Susquehanna County Big Brothers Big Sisters. And this is for July 2014 through June 30th, 2015. Questions or comments?
And how many children are in this program, would you say?
I couldn't give you an exact on that one.
It's just a handful or what?
Yeah, it's not that many. but it also services, this is a program throughout the county, there's a lot of kids throughout the county in the Big Brothers Big Sisters program, and this helps support that program. This basically is funding that if we don't use to help support programs like this program, would actually go back to the state of Pennsylvania. So it's better to keep it in the county and use it for programs to help them than to return it to Harrisburg.
So this is all state money?
Yeah. All in favor?
Aye.
Item 18.
Make a motion to approve item number 18 is listed on our agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, signed by Commissioner Arnold, to approve item 18 on the agenda. Again, to sign the purchase service agreement between Susquehanna County Services, Children, Youth, and Susquehanna County Big Brothers and Big Sisters for a term of July 2015 through June 2016. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Item 19.
Make a motion to approve item number 19 is listed on our agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, signed by Commissioner Arnold, to approve item 19 on the agenda, to sign purchase service agreement for Susquehanna County Children and Youth Services for Big Brothers Big Sisters for July 2016 through June 30th, 2017. Questions or comments?
They all look the same. How are they?
They are. They're 3 different years.
Oh, 3 different years. I
Apparently,
see.
Children and Youth Services moved their offices and nobody forwarded their mail. So they finally got it forwarded after 3 years and the town's caught up.
Oh. They're seeing triple here.
Raise your hands. All in favor?
Aye.
Item 20.
I make a motion to approve item number 20 is listed on our agenda.
I'll second that. Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Hall, to approve item 20 on the agenda, to appoint Craig Benson of Ararat Township to the Economic Development Board for a 3-year term. Questions or comments?
Is he replacing somebody, or?
No, there's two open positions. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Nay.
Is there still another open position?
That's the next one. Item 21.
I make a motion to approve item number 21 is listed on our agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, approve item number 21, to appoint Margaret Beard of Susquehanna Depot to the Economic Development Board for a 3-year term. Questions or comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Number 22.
Make a motion to approve item number 22 is listed on our agenda.
I'll second that.
Motion by Commissioner Warren, second by Commissioner Arnold, to exonerate the Susquehanna County tax collectors from collecting the 2016 delinquent county returns in the amount of $456,000. Is that the correct number, Jason?
Yeah, right, that's.
Per the recommendation of Jason Miller, Director of Tax Claim Bureau.
Why?
Questions or comments?
Why is that so high? I've never seen a high number like that.
Actually, it's
Actually, it's less. I think.
That's less?
Yeah.
And what does that mean? Is that the whole bunch of properties together? That's a
It's
whole
what-
group?
That's the delinquent tax returns that came in from the tax collectors throughout the county. They
The entire
returned-
county.
Correct, that's the entire county, what's due to county and municipal tax.
But that means it's exonerated, means what? That they don't have to pay?
And no, they don't have to pay the tax collectors, they have to pay me now, they have to pay the tax collector.
Oh, I see. So it means it goes to you.
Just takes the responsibility off the local tax collector and moves it to the county.
Oh, okay, because it sounded like it was forgiven or something.
No.
And this is lower than previous years?
That's why I was questioning it. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Public comment? None?
Well, no, I mean, nobody else wants to speak.
Go ahead, Mary.
I wanted to ask, have you heard anything from your attorneys that are reviewing the famous air ordinance from New Milford? Any comments, any responses yet from your group of attorneys?
Nothing yet.
And how come it's taking so long?
Takes a lot of time to review stuff.
And I'd like to know more about what's going on in the building on the side there, that when will be the finishing date? Do you have a finishing?
We're hoping that sometime in close to the end of March, 1st April.
And then can you explain again what's in there? Is there just, there's elevator, is there rooms in there? Can you give like a synopsis
Yeah,
again?
there's 2 conference rooms on the lower level, as well as 2 sets of ADA bathrooms that we don't have. There's an elevator for ADA compliance to get people to all the floors. There's 2 sets of bathrooms, ADA bathrooms to put us in.
ADA means what?
Americans with Disability Act. Means that handicapped people have the ability to access.
Oh, okay.
There'll be 2 handicap accessible bathrooms on the 2nd floor with 3 other offices there. And then the 3rd floor, we're currently looking at as to whether it's feasible to, it looks like there may be enough space to put a couple offices on the 3rd floor. So we're reviewing that now.
Do you know which offices are going to go in there?
At this time, it looks like the 2nd floor will be the district attorney's offices.
Really? So that means they're going to move from where they are, or this is in addition to what they have?
No, they'll move from the rooms that they're currently in.
And is there a plan for this whole space? Can the public see an actual plan, how it's laid out? Do you have it in any office where you can go in and see an actual plan?
No, but we can probably make something available.
Yeah, that would be helpful. And what is the cost again for that whole project?
That one's about 4.243.
4.3 million.
Right.
And the funds are coming from where?
Funds are coming from the county through different revenue sources, some through grants, some through Act 13, and some through the general fund.
Okay, and then I was wondering too about what's going to happen with the old courthouse.
The old courthouse.
You know, the old, where the
The old
magistrate.
jail, you mean?
The old jail, yeah.
The old jail, we don't know yet. Until we can get it emptied and then have the engineers and architects review it and make recommendations, we don't know what's gonna happen.
When will the magistrate move out? Do you have a date for him yet?
Right now, we're looking at the the end of the 3rd week in February.
So this month, by the end
Yes,
of the month?
yes, so we're looking at the 4th week of February, he'll be in his new office in the back.
His new office in the back of the courthouse?
Yes.
So what are some of the ideas you have for the old jail? Are you
Don't
thinking?
have any.
Don't have any? Would you consider keeping it, holding it as a historical building?
I don't think we'll consider anything until the engineers and architects review it and make recommendations.
So that's a possibility, maybe, to keep it?
I have no idea.
So you have no preference at this point?
I have no preference whatsoever.
What about you, Mary Ann? Any preference for the old jail? Or?
My preference is to keep it. It's on the National Register of Historic Buildings as a whole complex of 10 acres.
Is it 10 acres over there?
I believe it is.
Really?
I don't know.
That much?
I thought I read that it was 10 acres somewhere.
I can't imagine. What do you
Maybe it's
think?
not.
Maybe it's a.
The jail itself is not 10 acres.
No,
The
the whole
courthouse
property
complex.
complex.
Maybe the whole complex, this whole courthouse, this is all 10 acres even?
Right.
Don't quote me.
Green courthouse.
Yeah, I don't know if it's quite 10, I think it's pretty close.
Pretty close to that, you think?
Any other public comment?
And Betsy, I was wondering, can you give any information of what you do or what you've been involved in or what you've attended that you can share with the public the past month or so or past 2 weeks? Like,
I've
what
been to the Endless Mountains Heritage Region meeting, I've been to the Visitors Bureau meeting. Good things are happening there. We're always trying to work to promote the county. Some kayak river trips are being planned through the Heritage Region for this summer, as well as many signs, like the sign that's out in the hallway out here. That's a sign that they put together and had made, and they're trying to their goal is to get a sign in every town to talk about the historical parts of every town.
Historical parts.
And, you know, high points in each of our little towns throughout our county to highlight them. We've had our first kickoff meeting for the Susquehanna County Tick-Borne Disease Task Force. On the 25th, we met. We had a nice turnout. We had a good meeting. We're getting revved up for that. We have our first event planned. Well, we're going to have a table, an informational table at Dairy Day, Ag Day, on March 3rd at the Elk Lake School.
March 3rd.
That'll be our first place we're at. But our main event that we're planning is March 25th. It's a Saturday. It will be at the Elk Lake School. And we have two doctors coming. One's going to talk about ticks, and I think how they collect the ticks and run tests on them and stuff like that. And then we're going to show the movie Emergence, which is the sequel to Under Our Skin. It's like they did Under Our Skin to tell about the disease and the tick-borne diseases and people that have been affected by it. And then this is like 7 years later. It's the follow-up movie to this, the sequel to what happened to those people in their lives and whatnot.
That'll be good.
So it's about an hour-long movie. We'll be showing that from 10 to 11. Then we'll have a bit of a break, and then we have Dr. Gregory Bach coming from Hamburg, Pennsylvania, and he'll be doing a slide presentation and a Q&A afterward. So we're excited about that. And then we're gonna have informational tables throughout the summer at different functions, and like the Hartford Fair, Wolfstock, places like that. And we're planning another event for the fall. We haven't decided where that would be yet.
Is anybody keeping statistics of how many people are getting Lyme disease in our county year by year? Anybody doing that, so we can see if there's an increase or stability or decrease?
So I can speak to that, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead, please.
The CDC actually does keep statistics on those.
They do?
Pennsylvania is one of the, and I think it's the last 3 years, maybe 5 years, we're the top in getting new cases. Susquehanna County is not, you know, at that very top when you start breaking it down by counties, but we're still quite high in there. So if you go to the CDC website, I wish I had realized we were gonna talk about it, because I would have brought the statistics for you. They
Are
do
you part
have-
of the Lyme disease
Yeah.
task force?
Yeah. So they do have statistics on there, it's been on the rise. And what our goal is actually is to try to get people more informed about the disease so that we can help try to prevent them from getting it. So hopefully with what we're doing and getting the stuff out there, we'll start seeing a decline, mainly because people are going to be protected and preventing it themselves more. And then we're taking some further steps on that as far as getting preventative measures out there. We're working with the one speaker that we have coming to the school in Elk Lake. He's a professor from SUNY Binghamton, thank you. And they've been working on projects up there for years too. We had one last year from East Stroudsburg. They're all working with that, and we've got a program going in place. We started a coalition, and the coalition is going to be doing some education from him, where he's gonna train us to do some of these tick drags ourselves, and then we just have to help come up with some funding and stuff to get the ticks tested. And that'll also give us even more information on what we need in the county.
I heard there's more than one type of tick in the
Yes.
county.
We have, what she said last year, what most scientists believe is that there's 3 main ticks in the county. Not all of them carry Lyme disease, but they also carry like babesiosis and some of the other tick-borne illnesses that we get along with Lyme disease.
All right, we have another question or comment?
Totally unrelated to ticks. There's a rumor going around that there has been a plan in the works for the space.
I'd like just to say something, excuse me.
Excuse me,
She
wait a
didn't
minute.
finish, she didn't
Wait a
finish
minute.
talking.
Wait a minute,
And
Vera.
then she interrupts.
Vera,
I consider
I'm
that
telling you
rude.
right now,
She didn't finish talking. Why
Stop.
is she interrupting
stop,
and making her comment?
listen, stop. You don't run this meeting.
Yeah,
And
but
if you don't behave, you won't be in this meeting.
I understand that.
Okay, you have a comment, go ahead.
There was a rumor going around about the development of the property down in South Montrose where Mr. Diaz had purchased the property and was considering moving but had decided not to. The rumor was that the incinerator people were looking at that
Oh,
property.
there you go, yeah.
Did you hear that, and have you heard anything about that?
Only from another reporter that asked me, and the answer is no. I have not heard anything
Okay.
about that, nor have I heard anything about that. I have been in contact with the owner of that property, and I'm pretty sure that's not gonna be a possibility, as well as him selling that property. I don't think it's a possibility either. So,
Okay.
I think that's something he's still looking to do with his business enterprises and do something with that. So, yeah, that's all, you know, listen, I realize we haven't had a good rumor in a month or two, and we need some more
Hey, you
hysteria
gotta-
in the county.
you gotta
So
do
we need to
something.
start some new rumors and some new hysteria to
I
get
didn't
people
start it.
going. I understand that, you know, this
We
is the
hear
people that
things,
sit
we gotta
around and
go,
have
we
nothing
gotta
better to
ask.
do
Gotta
than to
ask.
create controversy. So, the answer to that is, no, there has been no plans, there has been no conversations I'm aware of, and in talking to the business owner, he's had no conversations or anything like that. His
Perfect.
plans for that property are for his sole use to do some things that he wants to try and develop. And as far as what those are, he hasn't given me the privy to understand what his mindset is as to what he's gonna use it specifically for, but it's gonna be for him, my understanding.
Perfect, thank
So-
you.
So hopefully that's killed that one. Okay, anything else from the commissioners?
Yes, I'd like to say that on Saturday, March 25th at 10 o'clock at the Blue Ridge School campus, we'll be having a health service forum on health services resources. People will be there from agencies to tell what we have in the county, because I had done a survey on my Commissioner Facebook page, trying to find out what the needs are. People are replying as to what the needs are, so that will start March 25th at 10 o'clock at the Blue Ridge campus, I believe the cafeteria. So we invite you to come to that. Lunch will be served. In the morning, it'll be behavioral health, drug and alcohol, suicide. In the afternoon, it'll be aging, home health care, food assistance, Meals on Wheels, things like that. So there's
This Saturday?
March 25th.
How long does it run, Mary Ann?
Until 3:30, I think,
We have to coordinate that.
At what time?
from 10 o'clock.
And the young lady in the back with the green top on, do you have anything else that you want to add?
No, I think I was pretty,
All right, thank you very much. And
thank you.
You said the area on aging would be there in the afternoon?
Yes.
Or is that what you?
Yes.
Okay. I have some people that would ask me,
I
but
thought maybe you were saying enough.
I might.
In closing, just on the finances, I just wanted to update, I am excited to report that our pension fund now is just about 115% funded. The county has no short-term debt, has no long-term debt. We are in excellent condition. So with that said, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
I just want to say something else too.
We have public comments done.
Well, I
Motion
can
to
also
adjourn.
speak, I'd like to know if you used
Motion
Act
to
13
adjourn,
money for the
please.
pension
Motion to
fund.
adjourn.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. All right, thank you for coming.
Yeah, minor in the process. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that.